very good knowledge, but your behavior is not professional, your attitudes are not positive, you cannot achieve anything in your life. Just this is a truth. This is a fact which we always don't accept, but this is a fact that anything which we require to improve is immediately is our professional behavior, and you should be in proper attire, you should be in formal dress. In a day there is a dressing code also. We are expecting that our students are following literally these things, and there is a reason. This is not a reason we want to harass you or we don't want to see you in t-shirts or things. There is a reason. We want to make you professional. If you are thinking like that, right now I am studying, it doesn't matter. Day I will attend interview, I will purchase a formal dress and wear and go it. You cannot attend the professional look, the things which you require to understand. Or you say that okay, no problem, when I will go to attend the interview or when I will face the employer, I will try to change my attitude and I will show them that I have a professional attitude or I have a positive attitude. It cannot be. This can be attained only over it's a rigorous kind of the training which we have to go. We will create an opportunity where you will work in a team, and that's why I was talking that balancing between the theory work and practical work, how we achieve it, what we do, that once we are giving you a problem, certain projects are individual based and certain projects are group based. Why group based? The reason is that to develop a team spirit or to develop working within the team, we assign you a problem in the form of group work. Because you see nowadays if you talk the prevailing trends in the industries, they can accept anything. If you lack in technical knowledge, they may accept to the certain extent. Team will suffer because of you. The progress of the organization will suffer. So that's why they cannot describe the work of a team because of single person. They are very concerned and very careful by taking any in mind that they try to evaluate in many ways and whether you are being there. They cannot compromise on this. And we know these things, we know the required expectation. And that's why we develop our student in such a way. If you are most of the time this having a student, because I have to complete by 12:30 today, otherwise earlier I was finishing by 2 hours, but today I have to conclude in 1.5 hours. So you should be happy that you will get through this half an hour. But most important part of my presentation is nature of higher education. This was something telling you about the institute, about the program, curriculum, about the universities, and so on. But I am coming to the real part of this presentation, the nature of higher education. Now, my dear students, just try to understand one fact, that but earlier in last 12 years you were in the schools. You are the first school leaders and joining to the which part? Higher education. Do you know? College and university is a part of higher education. And you all were excited to join higher education. Am I right? Enough secondary education has been done. Let us join to the higher education. That was the expectation of all of us. But before going to anywhere, we have to understand that what exactly higher education means. What kind of nature higher education has. And this is the slides which will make you acquainted with all the facts that what is the difference between higher education. You will see that why I was telling you that college was bit, school time was bit boring. First thing is that last 12 years, 12 years is a big study. So naturally people will get bored. Second thing is that in the school time there was more teaching. There was more teaching and teaching and teaching. 8 hours, 9 hours there is a teaching. You are going at 9:30 and then up to 5:30, whatever, but 3:30 or 4:30, something like that. 8 or 9 periods are taking place in a day. And that with half an hour break or something like that. Am I right? This was the thing which we are following, and every day you are going with the big bags and doing all these exercises. That was the why this was suitable for the teaching. So in school times it was teaching and teaching. Whereas in higher education or in the college life, there are more learning and learning. Okay? There are more learning and learning. I am using two words, one teaching and another is learning. Can anybody define what is teaching and what is learning? Anybody can differentiate? Do you know what is the difference between teaching and learning? Or both are same? Anyone? Oh. I know that lot of bright students are here. Can anybody dare to just try? Don't make me disappointed, huh? None of you can? At least teaching you have done. You got, when you are teaching, you cannot define teaching. What was teaching? What exactly? Can you please?
Giving knowledge.
Yeah.
And learning is acquiring knowledge.
Very good. Very good. Exactly. Why others were not trying? Huh? Yeah.
Teaching is impart knowledge and learning is to grasp that knowledge which has been imparted.
Very good. Anybody may or will like to try? Please come up. Huh? There is a guy with us trying to hide his face. Some should not pinpoint me and tell me. Huh? The thing now you have chosen a professional career, you should be very open. Just involve yourself in discussions. Then only you can come up. Okay? Just you have to overcome all this feeling or just avoiding the thing. Just involve. If you want to enjoy your teaching or learning, you are required to involve. Be interactive. This is very important. Otherwise there is nothing. Just coming to the class will not give you anything unless until you are not. Okay, we will see who is right and who is wrong. Teaching and learning. But let us know nature of higher education is, let us see how we define.